Hey guys, second grade application problems module 5. Go ahead and turn to your next blank page in your journal. Label the top of your page M5L10 for module 5 lesson 10, and you must put today's date. Cut out problem 10 and glue it to the top of the page. Pause your video while you are getting your paper ready, and then press play when you're ready to continue. All right, let's take a look at today's problem. From looking at just the pictures, you probably have figured out that we're going to be talking about crayons today. So, when we are solving a word problem, the first thing that we need to make sure that we do is read through the problem carefully. And when we read through it carefully, we're going to read through it 2 times. The first time, remember, here's where you need to visualize or see the problem. The second time is we're going to identify any important information. So let's take a look at our first problem. Okay. Benji has 36 crayons. Anna has 12 fewer than Benji. So to stop for just a second, I want you to try to visualize. Benji has 36 crayons, and instead of just seeing a jumble of crayons, try and visualize 3 sets of 10 and 6 ones. Now, Anna has crayons, and I want you to just imagine a bundle of crayons in her hand, because her crayons are 12 less than what Benji has. So I really don't know exactly how many she has. How many crayons does Anna have for part A? And then B, how many crayons do they have all together? So go ahead and let's go back and identify that important information. So we've got 36 crayons, so if you would circle 36. And then we have the number 12 fewer, so circle 36 and 12. Then it wants me to underline that important information. So that important information, sorry about all that. A, how many crayons does Anna have? And then B, how many crayons do they have all together? So I'm going to go ahead and check off my reading because I've read through it, I visualized it, and now I'm ready to draw and label. So now this second part, we're going to create a tape diagram or a number bond. And the purpose of this, guys, is to help you see the whole amount or the parts of the problem and help you be able to determine what operation you need to solve. So let's go ahead and look at this tape diagram. Go ahead, if you have not done your tape diagram, pause the video and create yours, then press play when you're ready to check back with me. Okay, so here is the tape diagram I drew. From my problem, I know and I could see Benji with 36 crayons. Again, I could see that as 3 sets of 10. So there's 1 10, 2 10s, 3 10s, and then I could see 6 ones. So I could visualize those 36 crayons. Now, I know that Anna has 12 crayons fewer. And I bet automatically some of you, by visualizing that, could immediately take 12 away from the bunch of that Benji has. But I'm going to create my equation. So I know Benji has 36 and Anna has 12 fewer. So go ahead and write the equation that you think you would use to solve this problem. And while you're doing that, I want to go ahead and check off that we did the draw and label. Make sure each time that you are checking off the draw and the label, I will be checking your work. to see that you have done this. Okay, so now here is the problem, the equation that I created. I simply said 36 minus 12, or I could say 12 plus a number equals 36. And I can say that because when I look at my tape diagram, I can see that 36 is the whole number, and I don't know this part of the problem, but I do know 12. So I know that if I could add a number to 12, then that would give me my complete number bond. So for me, I am simply going to, you should have written your problem, your equation either way, but now is the time that I want you to solve it. So before you solve, I'm going to tell you that I think because we've been working a lot with the arrow notation, I want you to try and solve this using the arrow way. I think that might be the easiest way. So I'm going to check off that we've written our expression, and now we're going to solve it. So go ahead and solve for these problems, then press play when you're ready to join me back and check your work. Okay, so here is how I solved the problems. I started with 36, my bigger number, and I'm going to subtract 12. So I can say 36 minus 10 gives me 26, and then 26 minus 2 gives me 24. So I now know that Anna has 24 crayons. Another way to solve that, I could have started with the 12 and then counted up to 36, and that would have given me the number I didn't know. Again, you could have used the arrow way, so I could have said 12 plus 10 is 22, plus 10 more is 32, plus 4 more is 36. Then to find out that missing number, here I would have had to, let me get my highlighter, here I have to add these numbers. So 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 4 more gives me 24. So my answer would be Anna has 24 crayons. All right, if you did not get that correct, please go back and look at your work. Hopefully you are using your very neatest handwriting. That way it's easier for you to find any mistakes. All right, so part B wants to know how many crayons do they have all together? Well, so now I can see that Benji has 36, and I see the 3 sets of 10 and the 6 ones, and now I know that Anna has 24, so I can see 2 sets of 10s and 4 ones. So I'm going to think about this in a tape diagram, and I'm thinking that I know what the parts are, but I don't know the whole amount. So draw your tape diagram, then press play to check to see if yours looks similar to mine. In my tape diagram, I said that Benji has 36 and Anna has 24. What we don't know is how many they have all together. So I'm going to have to create a number equation. So for my number equation, I know that because I have to find out how many all together, I'm going to use the operation of addition. So 36 plus 24 equals, we don't know. Again, would like for you to try and solve this. I'm going to use again the arrow way, simply because to me it's a much easier, simplified way of adding. But go ahead and solve this problem however you like, then press play to check to see if your answer matches mine. All right, so to solve, I simply said I'm going to start with 36. Then I'm going to have to add 24. So 36, and when I break that down, decompose it, I know that it has a 20 and a 4 in it. So 36 plus 20 gives me 56, and then 56 plus 4 more gives me 60. So now I know that Benji and Anna have 60 crayons all together, because when I use this the arrow way, 36 plus 20 plus 4 gives me 60. To finish out this problem, you must write it in a complete sentence. So my sentence would say, Anna and Benji have 60 crayons all together. Hope that you did an excellent job on this. If you had trouble, please make sure that you contact Miss Day or Miss Chandler and have them help you out. Until next time.